Chinks being an original Coke boy, French kind of geared all his plans on launching an artist towards Chinks because Chinks kind of had the biggest star potential at the time. Now, Rock comes in, gives French his first hit record, which at this point I look at it like you're split in between figuring out how to prioritize both artists. Now, if I was balancing the two, I would look at it like Chinks is more developed as an artist. He understands what songs to come out with. He understands what songs to make. He knows the style he's coming with. And he has overall rapping ability is better than Rock's. But Rock has the star power. He has the image. And then he has the ability to make a hit. You know what I'm saying? And whether it was on purpose or by accident, he just needed artist development. So at this point, a lot of the plans are still geared towards Chinks. Now, I'm a sidebar for a second because I believe in 2025, Rock would have been a star in this market regardless because everything isn't so geared around generating revenue strictly through music, which would allow him time to develop as an artist. And then he had a producer named Stupid on the Beat that was actually invested in his career and was a legitimate producer who had records with Cassidy and shit like that. Now, I feel like the same things that made the potential for him to be a star would have allowed him to be a star with podcasts and shit like that because personality and shit would have been the selling point, and it brought him the time to generate revenue, not have to wait for French to release him, and still be relevant in the space. Two things I'm not going to speak on intentionally. The first is going to be the back and forth that him and French had when they had a disagreement, and second is going to be the case that Rock eventually had caught. Now, because the internet has a general interest in character story and the gangster shit, I will say a couple things, right? I've been around legendary YG niggas from the Mott Haven, South Bronx, Morris Ave section of New York, whether it was Rock, Mighty, T.A., Reem, Johnny Five, Jew Hef. What I learned from being around them niggas was there's certain niggas that's not to be played with or that's not gonna be played with, that if niggas is gonna come at them, they gotta really be for real about it because these ain't niggas you get your name up off of, right? And Rock was one of them niggas, right? Where if you do something to him, he's gonna come get you. He's not gonna come looking for your mans. If he catch one of them, it's good, but he's looking for you, right? The same way with all the rest of the niggas that I named. And even worse, if you kill him, it's gonna be niggas that's not gonna stop looking for you until they find you. Right? Rock was in jail when they filmed the first Shot Caller video, but he came home in time to do the remix. But after that, I don't know, they just stopped fucking with each other, and I never figured out why. And then I knew he wasn't cool enough for me to ask him why. We would just be in the same place at the same time around the same niggas. I'm gonna be realistic and fair to both parties because what I think happened was these niggas is running together. French is looking at it like, I see the star power because you're already a hood celebrity. You have the image. You got a personality and a style, sort of like a Max B. You just don't rap. I have a studio. I'm trying to do Coke Boys. It won't kill me to let you record songs. Rock is looking at it like you a Bronx legend. Why wouldn't I run with you? You know, who don't want to be in a rap game? You know, as long as I'm relevant to the situation, and I'm going to be here. And he start rapping, and it just so happens that the opposite happens where Rock helps French's career. Now, it's tricky because, think about it, they didn't walk into the situation anticipating none of this. You know what I'm saying? So there was no paperwork. So what I think happened is French is looking at it like, yo, look, yeah, you wrote the hook to my first hit, but if you would have made this song without me, it wouldn't have been as big as it is. It might have been as hot.
Pause. You know what I'm saying?
But it wouldn't have gone where I took it. And Rock is looking at it like, nigga, if I didn't write this hook, you still wouldn't have a hit. You wouldn't be in conversations with Bad Boy and Maybach Music.
Ring, brace, chain, watch, 9,000 watts, 9,000 watts. Dirty money, give me dirty looks. Spend a day with us, you could write 30 books. Bought a mansion off 30 hooks.